A cloying dampness clung to everything. Even the ground had a spongy feel. Impassable bogs appeared with greater and greater frequency, forcing the travelers to pick their way carefully through the widening swamp, as the guiding chords beckoned them impatiently onward. Fortunately, there was one strip of reasonably dry, solid land that coiled more or less southward. Had it not been for that fortuitous pathway, their progress would have slowed to a crawl. It was even conceivable they would have been forced to turn back. To encounter a bona fide gate in such surroundings was something of a shock. Not that it was much of a gate. A single, large, peeled pole lay balanced on two posts, blocking the trail. The left post boasted a crude pivot and counterweight, whereby a gatekeeper could raise the barrier to pass travelers beneath. Behind the pivot stood a pair of huts connected by an enclosed walkway. They had wooden walls and thatched roofs. As Man and Otter considered the gate, a decidedly overweight rottl, clad in light leather armor and carrying a two-pronged spear, emerged from the larger of the two huts. A 3-foot-tall shrew in baggy clothes scurried along in its wake. He wore a mean expression, which Jon-Tom was graciously prepared to credit to a natural shrewish squint over which its owner had no control. A small brown cap bobbed on his slightly pointed head. "Halt where you stand." Stopping behind the pivot post, the rottl jammed the butt of his spear into the ground and raised a heavy paw. Jon-Tom and Mudge obliged. "What have we here now?" The otter stared evenly at the gatekeepers. "This be the Baconian road toll gate traveler. Those desirous of passing this way are assessed 1 gold piece per person." With a sweeping gesture, the rottl indicated the surrounding inhospitable swamp. "As you can see and must by now know, there is no other suitable path." Hands on his sides, Mudge took a step forward. "That's an outrageous fee. No, I don't know, I haven't overcharged plenty of such travelers in my time." Even as he was replying, his sharp eyes were studying the twin huts, the nearby trees, and surrounding bogs. As near as he could tell, no army of associate gatekeepers lay waiting in ambush to add substance to the rottl's demand. The treetops were likewise devoid of possible assailants, which meant there really was only the rottl and shrew and their simple gate. "On whose authority do you demand this payment?" Jon-Tom was likewise scrutinizing their immediate surroundings. The rottl blinked as though the answer were self-evident. "Why, on our own authority. We caused this gate to be built, and we maintain it as we do this portion of road." "But it's a gate to nowhere," Jon-Tom pointed out, "across a road that exists only in name." The compacted cloud of music hovering near his shoulder drew the shrew's attention. Its sensitive ears twitched forward, listening. "Why should we pay you anything?" "Why, for our time and efforts, of course," said the rottl. "1 gold piece each, or you do not pass."